welcome back to my channel. I'm Bean, and today I will be doing a black and yellow smoky eye using the Colourpop I Think I Love You palette. This is $16 from Colourpop. I love their shadows. I did a tutorial on their Yes Please palette, and the shadows blend awesome. And so if you'd like to see how I got this eye look, just keep on watching. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes. I just used Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm gonna go in with the first color that I'm going to use as a transition shade, and that is this top one right here. It's kind of a light brown taupe shade, and I'm just going to go in with that one on my crease and a little bit above as a transition shade. And since this is more of a smoky look, I'm going to kind of wing out the eyeshadow. As you can see on this side, I kind of just moved it out a little bit. I don't want to do eyeliner, so this is going to kind of take the place of that. Sorry, I'm not really sure what's going on with the light. And then I'm going to go in with a clean brush and blend that out. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the next shade, which is this one here. It is a little bit of a darker brown, and I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush with a little bit of a pointed tip on it so that I can get right in on my crease. So I'm just going to dip in a little bit to that, tap off any excess, and go right in on my crease, and I'm just going to go back and forth and back and forth. And this will just give a little bit more depth and dimension. And then I'm just going to drag that one out just a little bit as well to create that kind of cat eye look without having to do eyeliner. And then I'm going to go back in with that clean brush and just kind of blend that out. Then I'm going to go in here with the black. A forewarning though, the black in this palette is hard to blend, so go in pretty easily at first, or you might end up getting too much and you might get it where you don't want it. So go in with just a little bit and kind of work it in. Most of the Colourpop shadows I think are pretty easy to blend. However, this black one I have had issues with. I would suggest really going careful with it at first. And I'm just going to put this on the outer corner of my eye all the way down to my lash line. I'm just going to pack that on there and then use the swirling motion to kind of blend it and get it where I want it to be. I'm going to bring it over just a little bit because I'm going to put the gold yellow on to about here. So on this side I'm going to do the same thing and come to about here so that I can blend the gold over into the black. And the good thing about this one is that the gold in this palette is pretty glittery, so you can kind of get some like flecks of glitter that kind of go over into the black, which help it to blend in and look really cool. Okay, and then once I've got that, I'm not going to drag the black out to the outer corner really. I'm going to go back in with that crease shade, and I'm going to blend in the black. And I'm going to kind of blend it into the crease and then kind of use the crease shade there to blend it in. And then I'm going to go back in a little bit with that first shade over top of that just to put that back in, because some of that got wiped away a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with the clean brush and just blend out those edges so there aren't any harsh lines. I am going to go in with the gold. I'm going to use the gold all the way from the inner corner up to the black and kind of meld that together. And for this, I'm just using a flat packing brush, and I'm going to get a gold shade, which is this one here, on my brush. I'm going to get a fair amount. And then I am going to spray it with some Fix Plus because these shades are really... well, this one in particular is really glittery and there will be fallout if you don't spray it. So that just kind of brightens the color, but it also decreases the amount of glitter that you're gonna have just like falling off. It's gonna keep it more together and seal that glitter in. And then I'm just gonna pack it on my lid from the inner corner to the middle. And I'm gonna just get a little bit more, spray it once again, and go ahead and get a little bit more in that inner corner. And so it's gonna be really bright and shiny. And then I'm going to take little swipes, just a little bit, to get that glitter over to that side and get it to blend. You can see that there. That way you can't really tell where the gold stops and where the black starts. And since I did cover the black up a little bit, I'm gonna go back in to the black just a little and tap a little bit more black in there. And then go in again one more time with that crease shade just to blend in the edge of the black where you added the additional black. So then at that point, I will bring this a little bit closer so that you can see. At this point, it should be pretty well melded together, and you can see through here how that looks. At this point, I'm also going to go in and highlight my brow bone. I'm going to use this creamy shade here. It does have some flecks of glitter in it, but I'm not going to use very much. I'm going to tap off a lot of the excess and just barely add some of that up there. And then I'm going to take this clean brush again and just blend in those two edges. And then I am going to move on to the under eye. For that, I'm going to start out with a pencil brush, and I'm going to grab first shade we use, this Transition, and I'm going to put that on my whole under eye. And I'm going to use, well, I'm going to poke myself in the eye a lot. And I'm going to use this and connect that to that upper shadow. I'm going to come all the way in to my inner corner with that shade with what's left. And then I'm going to grab a little smudge brush. This one is from e.l.f. I think it was only $1. And I'm going to grab this brown again, and I'm going to smudge this underneath my lash line and keep this one pretty close to the lash line just to kind of deepen up that under eye. I'm going to drag that one up a little bit to connect it to the upper eyeshadow as well. I'm also going to take a flat brush and grab some of the black, and on just this definer brush go in and create just a little bit of an eyeliner effect on the edge of my lash line. And I'm only going to take this to about the center of my lash, or of my under eye. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna go back in with this smudger brush and blend that black with that brown shade. And then on another kind of packing type brush, I am going to grab a little bit of this gold shade. It's kind of like a champagne-y gold, whereas the other one's like a more yellow gold. So I'm gonna grab just a little bit of that, not a bunch, and I'm just gonna kind of dust a little bit of that under the lash line just to have a little bit of sparkle. And I'm gonna keep that mostly on this front side. I'm gonna put a little bit back here, but most of it's gonna be here on the inner corner side to keep with the gold. The last thing that I'm going to do is an inner corner highlight. I'm going to use this pink tone shade right here, just a little bit on a round brush, and then just pop that on here and blend it out a little bit. Then I'm going to put on eyeliner. This is the Sephora brand Contour Eye Pencil 12-Hour Wear Waterproof. This one is in the shade Black Lace. And I'm going to go ahead and tight line on the top and line my waterline as well. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is add some mascara. This is the Coyote Volume and Length Mascara. You can get this at Walmart. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this look. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I used the Colourpop I Think I Love You palette. It's got a lot of great shades in here. Most of them are shimmer shades. The only matte shades in here are the two browns and the black, which I used all of those. And then I used 4 of the shimmer shades. So it's kind of a palette that you may want to dip into other palettes for, you know, if you get tired of using these browns. But I think that these browns are really good to go with any of the shimmers in this palette. I think you can combine them a lot of different ways. So I totally think you can do full looks with this palette. You could do tons of different things with this palette. If you like this video and you like this eye look, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!